All right. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see if anybody's there and can let me know that sounds up or good. That would be helpful. I was watching a Facebook Live yesterday, and the person that was doing the live was like 2 or 3 minutes in, just talking, talking, talking. Good morning, Lola. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for letting me know. But they were talking, 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 and like 4 or 5 people were like, "Can't hear you, can't hear you," because you're always concerned. Maybe it's just you that can't hear, like there's something on your end. So I definitely appreciate it when you guys tell me that you can hear me, um, because of course I want the tech stuff to work. Um, Good morning, Mom. Thank you so much for being here. So, welcome. Today is April 15th. Raise your hand if you've got your taxes done, hopefully, or you've at least got that extension. Never had to do the extension, I don't think. I don't know. I can't remember. But, hopefully you're on top of that stuff. So, what else? Oh, you got them done? Good, Lola. Always like, whew. I don't have to worry about it too much because my hubby likes them done. Like, he would like them done January 1st if possible. um, but yeah, so had a busy, busy weekend. I was very busy this weekend. Yesterday was kind of my relaxed day. We went to, oh, good, Mom. I knew you did, but good. Yay. Um, we went to California and helped the kid move in to his very first apartment. So he's obviously been out of the house for a while, but this is his first apartment. So we helped uh, by taking a bunch of stuff to him and carried it up the stairs. Get too old for that, man. So, all right. So who's here for paper crafting fun? Paper crafting fun. Yep. We are going to be making a card. So let me get this bigger on the table. Yes, I have two, Lola. I'm glad he's stateside. Although he really, really does enjoy Japan. So, uh, you know, he really likes it over there. So, um, okay. So we are going to be making a card, and I took a card that we did in class, and then I kind of switched it up a little bit. So here's the card that we did in class, and we're using this Woven Textures Designer Series paper, whoops, which is pretty cool. It's all, I guess, it's pictures of the stuff, and then they blew it up to 12 by 12 pieces of paper, right? So we're going to be using this paper, and we're also going to be using this paper. Let me show you this guy. I only have like bits and pieces left of it, but we're going to be using this paper, which is called the oxidized copper. It comes 12 by 12, and right now it's on the last chance list, and it's on sale. So it's really pretty. And you guys know what color this is? It's pretty peacock. Well, I know what color shirt I'm wearing. Pretty peacock. I think it is anyway. It matches pretty well. Anyway, so hi Melanie, I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for watching. So we're also going to be using the oh, thank you so much for liking and sharing. I appreciate that. We're also going to be using our the Everyday Arches. I can't seem to stop playing with these guys. And what else are we going to be using? We're going to be using these dies anyway. We're going to be using this guy right here, this leaf guy. I really, really like this leaf. It's nice and big. It is from the Friends for Life suite. And these are the dies. And the dies are on the last chance sale for $27.20. At least they were when I looked at them this morning. You never know when stuff, if it's on the last chance, it's while supplies last. So you just kind of never know. What else are we going to be using? I think that's it. We're going to be using a punch that's actually retired. Don't remember the name of it. I just liked it. I pulled it out. I was going through a bunch of my retired stuff, so that's what we're using. Okay, we have, I was about to say Pretty Pecan. That's not the name of this color. This is Pecan Pie. And it's like a traditional card base, right? But what we're going to do is we're going to make it a fun fold. So let's take this guy like so. And I don't think I showed you the card we're actually going to be making. So we're going to be making this guy like this. So it's a pretty easy fun fold because we're just folding the front back, but then we have to make sure that we don't put adhesive on certain places. Otherwise, it's a no fold because it's glued together. So we're going to take our card base and we're going to fold it back. And sometimes I score it, sometimes I don't. If you score it, you do it at 2 1/8. But we're just going to fold it and get a nice crisp edge like that. Okay? All right. And then we're going to do some layering like so. So our Pretty Peacock is 4 by 5 1/4. Our Designer Series paper, take that down 1/4, right? So it's 3 3/4 by 5. And I have to go get adhesive. Of course I do. I made sure my glue dots were here. I made sure my fine tip glue pen was here, but I forgot my seal. Of course I did. Okay, so we're gonna put this Designer Series paper on our Pretty Peacock like so. And then I'm gonna put this on just so everything doesn't get lost. And I'm going to put it on by putting the adhesive on the card base. Oops, do a little bit more. That's probably overkill, but I'm putting it on this piece of paper so that I don't go too far on my Pretty Peacock. And we're going to center that guy like so. Now, I have already cut out our leaves. Okay, so we're going to put these guys over here. What I am going to cut out is the arches. So let's look at these arches, shall we? So this guy, I've got 3 layers of arches here because I wanted to make it sparkly, and I wanted to kind of add, you guys see the dimension there? So it's going to like the all copper, the Pretty Peacock copper, and then the all copper. So how are we going to do that? Well, we're going to get our machine out, our die cutting machine, right? We're going to, so I have a very skinny, so it's like, I should number these arches. It might be easier, but it's like 1 arch and then the very next arch so that it's very small width. And we're going to run that through first. And I'm going to use my sticky tape because I don't want these going anywhere. So we're going to run them through. Now, my suggestion or a little tip I have is make sure they don't go in straight, right? So that they're not rolling through and hitting all that metal at once. If they get, so it's just a little quarter and then they go, it doesn't make that sound, but also it prevents the dies from sliding so much. That's what I found anyway. All right, so we have that guy. Let's see. And so there's super skinny arch, right? Now I need the arch. Where'd my glue paper go? I probably put it away. Okay, now we need the arch that's a little bit wider. And to do that, we're taking our pretty peacock copper, right? And I'm just going to use the same size arch as the big one, but I want a smidge smaller. Let's see. Yep, I want this one. So this is like 2 sizes smaller. So this is giving us a bigger width here. Right? And we're going to hold this down. Hold this down. Like so. And then we're going to roll this guy through. All right. Let's see. Pull these guys off. Like so. And okay. So I'm going to use the inside, right? Like this guy right here. I'm going to use the inside to put it there. And then I'm going to put this guy on top of there. Now, how am I going to do that? And I'm saving this piece too, because I haven't showed you the inside of the card yet. Okay. And I'm saving all the arches. I just will find another purpose for them, right? Like right, like I'm not using this guy, but I'll just save it for something else. So, all right, I'm going to take my fine tip glue and I'm going to run it around so that I can put the pretty peacock guy on this guy. Okay, like so. Okay. Now, do you guys like all the sparkly, or are you like, nope, don't like sparkly? Let me know. Now, I'm going to take this guy, which is super skinny, and I probably should have used the adhesive sheets, but we're going to get glue all around here, like so. Let's see. Lola said you love it all. I know, I do too. Shiny, not shiny. I love all paper. Let's see. There we go. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and in our new catalog, we have that is coming out next month. We have some serious like boho vibes where it's like rainbows that are not bright. They're definitely in the like neutral family. And the lady I was talking to was like, I don't like it. It's like, well, that's why it takes all kinds, right? Bright rainbows are good. Muted rainbows are good. I think rainbows are just make me happy. Okay, let's see. So there is our arch like this. And then I'm going to layer it on some black just to kind of make it another dimension, right? So I'm going to take my seal and add that guy. And because I got so many layers on there, I want to make sure I've got a good adhesive. So we're going to do that. Let's see. Oh, you agree, Melanie? Oh, good. And Lola said that's why there's a huge selection. I know, because it takes all kinds, right? Like what you like, I might not gravitate towards. What I like, you may not gravitate towards. So it's all pretty. It's just whether or not, you know, it's your first choice or not. Okay. So I have these leaves or branches. Well, they're leaves. Leaves and branches. I don't know. Excuse me. So the way that I added these to here is with glue dots, because it's going to be covered up by our punch with our greeting on it. So I just kind of started at where the biggest section is for the branches, like so. I want that one right there. And I added them. So let's, got a little ahead of myself here. Oops. Let's put this arch on the front of the card. There we go. Like so. So I'm just going diagonal. So from one quarter to the top quarter to the bottom quarter. So this guy's going to go like so. And we're just adding glue dots. I'll tell you with the sample card, I use glue dots that I have left over from some kits. And some people love them, some people hate them. I don't mind them. I think they're pretty easy to use with just a pick a tool. All right, so we're going to add that guy. And then I'm using vellum to kind of just to add another dimension, right? So I think I went too high. There we go. All right. Whoops. So one more. And then we're going to do the greeting. I don't know. I was kind of well, because I'm covering this stuff up, but originally I was kind of like, does every front of your card need a greeting? Do you guys ever make cards that don't have greetings on the front? I don't know if I do. I don't very often. Usually all my cards have greetings on the front. Let's see. So there's that. We're also going to use some twine because, of course we are. Why wouldn't we, right? So there's that. See, we keep building and building. But it's not too thick of a card because I haven't used dimensionals yet, right? They say yet, but all right. We're going to add some adhesive there. I'm just rolling some baker's twine. This is oops. This is left over from a kit. All right. And I'm just rolling it up like so. I want it a little bit bigger. And then I'm just going to lay it on the adhesive like so. Cut these little strands off because I don't want them there. There we go. And then let's do our label because we're going to cover this guy up, right? So the label's going to go right here. But so I have basic white and I didn't want it to be so stark. So I was like, how can I make it not so stark? So I'm going to use a blending brush with some ink. So on the sample card, I inked up the edges. Not really too thrilled about that look, but we'll see. So I am using the Simply Said stamp set, and I'm going to be using the Thinking of You for the inside and just a note on the outside. Or maybe I'll switch it up, Thinking of You on the outside and just a note on the inside. Let's do that. All right, so Thinking of You, stamp. Actually, you know what I'm going to do first? I'm going to punch it out first because I can. All right, punch it out like so. And then we're going to stamp it. So a couple of things I wanted to talk to you guys about is starting today, Stampin' Up! Is switching to a new reward system. So I kind of looked, because the website was supposed to be down for a while, but it kind of looks like it's up right now. So so now with any $20 order, $20 or more, you will be earning your Stampin' Rewards. So just like, I don't know, every store on the planet has some kind of reward system now, it seems like. That's basically what it is with Stampin' Up! So you have to have an account and they keep track of your rewards. So easy peasy, right? The great thing about Stampin' Up! Is that we as demonstrators also earn rewards. So lucky us, we get the discount and we get the rewards. So if you ever think about becoming a demonstrator, I would love to have you on our little team. Okay, I am going to take a small blending brush. I am taking the Pretty Peacock ink, dipping it, and I'm just, ooh, wow, wowza, that was dark. I'm going to ink this guy up, blend it, blend it. And because it's so dark, I'm going to try to get the bottom a little dark. Let's see, there we go. All right. And then I'm going to do the inside. Like, I kind of want this to be a little bit darker. I want it darker, but not, there we go. Not crazy, right? So it's not just one blob. I want it a little, right? We've got a little bit over here too. Okay. But I am going to stamp the inside like so. And I know what I did too. I did the inside. I don't know that I've ever blended the inside of a card before. But just to give it a little bit, just so it's not so white. And then you can still write your note on it. Easy peasy. Right? There we go. All right. Have you guys ever blended the inside of a card? You crafty ladies out there? Okay. Let's put, so we are going to put dimensionals on this guy. Let's see, Lola said lots of personality. Beautiful. Yeah. Did I scare you guys with that whoa? I scared myself with that whoa. Let's find some big dimensionals. So we're going to put this like so. Oh, thank you, Lola. All right. We're going to put this guy like that. And then I have this little strip here of the Designer Series paper. And I'm going to put this on the inside, like right here. So let's do that. like so. I tend to make them, when I line them up like this, I tend to make them a little bit longer and then I just trim off, just because it seems easier to me. Like so. And then we're going to put the inside in. Oops. Like this. So let me know if you guys have any questions about the rewards program. We'll probably be figuring it out together. And then I never showed you the inside of the sample card, did I? So here's the inside of the card. So I took this guy and I put it like so, just to give it more bling, more sparkle. Oops. Honestly, I didn't really want to throw the piece away. So we're going to add just a smidge of glue at the quarters, like so. Let's see. And then I even cut another piece of designer series paper because I have these kits left over from class. I always make a few extra kits for class. And so I had this guy right here. Oh, was it that guy? Oh, yeah, maybe we'll put this over here. So let's cut this guy. Let's do 2/8. I think that should work. And yep, we are almost done. Do I want this guy? Or do I, no, I think I want that guy. All right. So there's this. Then like there's a little bit extra room you could write on, right? So, but it's a pretty card. Hopefully you do too. Hopefully it inspires you to use your arches if you have them already. And if you don't, you know, they're awesome. But you guys know I love anything that you can like layer, layer, layer. So there we go. And I know I'm going to, I have the envelope here. I know I'm going to take some of this designer series paper and put it on the flap just to, I might even blend a little bit of the envelope so the envelope's not so stark. All right, guys. Well, like I said, April 15th, where has time gone? New Stamper reward system. Check it out. Let me know if you have any questions. And I think that's it for today. Hopefully you guys have time to have a little paper crafting fun and enjoy your day. We will talk to you guys next week. I'm thinking, my eyes just went up, thinking like, oh, will I be here? Yes, I will be here on Tuesday. Whatever day that is, I don't know. The 27th? I don't know. Okay. Thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys. Have a great Tuesday. We'll talk to you later. Bye.